passing situation.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Garoppolo now. He'll have a first down past the 40. Completes it to Samuel as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Record time.
On second and a yard. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 43 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now if they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game.
You see me switch that thing? You see me switch that thing? See me switch that speed.
Offense set to begin the drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling,
I ain't seen that, bro.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman. On second down now, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Tannehill.
Good pick, bro.
And it's intercepted.
Good pick, bro.
The pick 6. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I see.
And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play?
Yeah.
Why they do more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole sprint now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there.
That was sick. And now it's time for the defense.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
What you call it, me? I'm going to show you how
they need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos. Oh, here she go.
A first down carry for Henry.
Oh,
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ain't no dropping ball here.
On 2nd down,
I like
it's Henry, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh!
So they got 3 at one tackle.
You know about this slip I had, dude.
They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. They'll run. It's Henry. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Papadopoulos. I'm going to top the Doppler.
Yeah. At halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Coach Minnie is standing by. Analysis of this first half. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the tip.
Oh, you baby had my game fucked up.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you got
no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Oh, it paused.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't
you
think
got
anyone got a
lucky in
finger
the
on
mud.
it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Damn, he just got the
contact
first.
up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Here we go. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
I'll start out the good.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete.
Oh! Man, that one was a triple pick. One pick one time, another.
And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got him in.
I was going for the run. I went for the run the whole.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
Then he got to
take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's all good with me, though. I ain't tripping, Coach. Good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I had to match up with
a short kick, taking it about the 16.
This is my top team
here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Trying to play another way. Well, speaking something like that, bro. That's straight, leave right there. Damn, what's that? Now leave right there, bro.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something
on
first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. On first down. It's Coleman, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. They will run again with Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
Let's go!
For Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's by Kevin Byard. Past the 20.
That's why I get down.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
That's more like it right there, baby.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well,
and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman.
Okay, let's do that to me again.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Uh-oh. Watch. Oh, yeah. Watch.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Oh, yeah, I see what you want to do.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. That one thrown downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense?
Oh, you thought I was.
If you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down.
Who know that defense like me?
They tried to throw for it.
Who know that defense like me?
Bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Who know that defense like me?
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go play action here on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The 305-pound defensive Casey gets the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Nashville, and we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw, Tannehill. Got him in, it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tannehill throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Coleman. Oh, look at that. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, 49ers. 6-6, pull it high.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
11.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo on the move to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the eye. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They'll try and run it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowing him to run with him stride for stride.
And able to get this one across the 45, but not down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure if you have a big time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D. Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
Running back. I got somebody for you. I got my top team for you now. This is my top.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
That sounds real good. You know that wasn't easy, though. You did that. I got to breathe. I got something for you. If you think this was something, watch this. If you think this was something, watch this. You finna wish you never got that win.
How many of y'all came to win?
You finna wish you never got that win.
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Watch this.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up.
Watch this.
I can't spend the day.
Here it come.
I'm on in my business.
Here it come. This one's so sincere right here. Man, the best man win.
Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let it.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
You must don't know something about it. Yeah, it is. They got every store, every corner store like that, man. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
You must thought this was going to be easy, bro.
Picked up by the Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And Chance the one to the door.
A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon.
I
Intercepted.
know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second.
I'm getting all the bodies.
Williams.
I'm getting all the bodies, Jay. I'm getting all the bodies.
25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Gee, look, you ain't ready yet. I don't think you ready yet, man. You just made me mad last game, man. That's all you did. To make me mad.
And he's going to take this down.
I'm about to bust speakers up TV.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17.
You wonder how I'm turned up?
They'll try and run for it.
Let me show you.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's speak louder than words, you are.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Yes, sir. I do.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Oh, got him jumping.
On second down now. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, here's Williams.
Woo!
And he takes this into
jogging in that bitch. You see me, Pete? You see me jogging in that bitch?
6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This happened last game,
didn't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness.
Yeah, you
got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Not this time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, you better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
I do this man shit.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
I do this man shit, though.
Here it's intercepted.
I do this man shit.
Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Screw my life back,
and they
bro.
will set up shop at
No, I don't want to
hit.
hit. I don't want to hit.
The KC offense out of the huddle ready for their next drive. Coming up on their second drive of the game. Had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that one blown up quickly. He's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. And deep for Hill. And he bats it away.
You don't see that much out there like
a former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
Let me get that. We go, baby. Hey, we won. We won. Well, you ain't seeing this shit over there, what? This defense on live diggity. This defense on live diggity.
So the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
You know it. I know you know
it. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's what he said.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. He can run for Mahomes. Hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over
I should have slid. I didn't slide.
When I see a play like
I did
that,
the wrong damn thing.
I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jackson now down around his goal line. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now Williams trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On second down, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Fights off the defender. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ridley.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Mahomes.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 24, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it win.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
I heard you talk about how he ain't scored.
Yeah, he's going to keep it here.
Since the first quarter.
Out of bounds,
what about you having scored
inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Let's talk about you ain't scored none. What is going to say? 14-0? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I heard you through there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I heard
and now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Let's go, Monopolist.
The Chiefs.
I'm playing Monopolist. I'm playing Monopoly.
He'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Hey, what's up with it, man? I'm going to take off 21. He talking about he beat me first game. Talk about this right here. What's going to go down.
Oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Tell him where I'm at on the field,
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm in your end zone, coach.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway.
What'd you say?
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board.
I got the modest nigga. Look at them deaths. But look,
and not a bad return. Here he gets it out
I
to
be
the
playing team
25-yard
deathmatch,
line.
man. I only play that shit with y'all, man. And them niggas be sorry on Warzone.
The Raven
man.
offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Man, play team
down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I was getting them bodies, man. Oh, dropping.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
But I have a strategy, though.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. The Ravens go
talking about this defense right here.
And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I told you, this is my team right here, though.
They run it again with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns got him in the lead. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down that leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ingram. He's got a first down past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
He tried to turn up
definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
I had to get it. He busted me up last game, too.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You want some?
On 3rd down, it's Williams, and he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. We got to get the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah,
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There is no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you... that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No.
Touchdown return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way down to the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Snead's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
I told you what I was about with this deal. I've been gambling all week, all day, all week, gambling all day. I'm just trying to get my paper right. Stats. I'm just trying to get my money in. Stats. Huh? Started at 0. Wayne, you don't want no more. I made you give up on Madden. You don't even think about playing Madden no more. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. Who did that? Saw me.